Did you know there was a player who had asthma that almost didn't make it to the NBA? He couldn't run well or sustain cardio for long periods. Now, James Harden has forever altered how basketball is played and shaped for this current generation of NBA ballers. He's turned getting to the free throw line into an art form and made tween cross step back threes a trademark move. His skills were often misunderstood, yet now, he's one of the most iconic players in NBA history. A three-time scoring champion, an MVP, and an all-NBA fixture, James Harden's legacy is built on more than just numbers. It's about how he changed the way the game is played. His unique play style, blending elite ball handling, scoring, and vision, has made him a dominant force. When you think of Harden in the 2010s, you think of dominance in isolation, an uncanny ability to manipulate defenses, and a seemingly effortless scoring streak that changed the modern NBA's offensive scheme. Born on August 26, 1989 in Los Angeles, James Harden grew up in Compton, California. He was raised in a community where dreams of basketball greatness often got lost, and where his early influences were his environment and family. Harden's father, who played college basketball, significantly impacted his love for the game. He taught him discipline, how to focus on the little things, and the importance of hard work, lessons Harden carried with him to the NBA. Harden was initially into baseball and had a complete focus on that sport. However, when he was 10, he fell in love with basketball while playing for a recreational team in the Watts district of Los Angeles. The basketball star attended Artesia High School in California, where he started showing his true potential. Initially, he averaged 13 points per game, but then it increased to 19 points with 8 boards and 3 assists. He also led Artesia to the California State title. In his last year in high school, Harden assisted the team in winning the title again with stats similar to those of his previous season. He averaged 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. He was selected as McDonald's All-American and received a second-team Parade All-American honor. Harden took his AAU team to the Vegas Adidas Super 64 championship, scoring 34 points, leading his team to victory. Harden was a 5-star recruit in the class of 2007 and ranked as number 11 overall prospect nationally. Harden chose to follow his friend from high school and sign his letter of intent to become an Arizona State Sun Devil. Harden's breakout moment came early in his freshman year at Arizona State. He helped his Sun Devils to 21 wins and reach the NCAA tournament with an average of 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Harden was named first team All Pac-10 and also given the conference All-Freshman team honor. In his sophomore year, on November 2008, he scored a record career-high 40 points. For the season, he averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. He was also named to the All-Pacific 10 tournament team. Moreover, he was also given the Pacific 10 Conference's Player of the Year title and named an All-American. His performances in big games showed poise, maturity, and an ability to lead, which made NBA scouts take notice. Harden's combination of size, standing at 6 foot 5 inches, vision, and scoring ability made it clear he had the potential to be an NBA star. By the time the 2009 NBA draft rolled around, Harden had caught the attention of top teams. Despite being overshadowed by players like Blake Griffin, Harden's basketball IQ, scoring ability, and versatility stood out. His unique skills, his smooth jump shot, ability to drive, and remarkable court vision made him an intriguing pick. On draft night in 2009, the Oklahoma City Thunder selected him 3rd overall. In 2009-10 season, his debut was a mix of excitement and nerves, yet Harden showed early glimpses of the player he would become. Although he had starter talent, Harden came off the bench. James Harden set the 4th highest three-point percentage in NBA history for a player under the age of 21. Harden also connected on 7 straight three-point field goals over 2 games, scoring the most consecutive three-point makes by a rookie since Michael Dickerson. In the 2010-11 season, he scored 10-plus points 54 times, including scoring a season-high 26 points against the Phoenix Suns. By the 2011-2012 season, James Harden was no longer just a sixth man. He had become one of the most lethal players in the NBA. Winning the Sixth Man of the Year award that season, Harden averaged 17 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds off the bench. During the season, he scored double figures in most of his games. He scored a season-high 40 points against the Suns, making him the first NBA bench player to score 40 points since Rodrigue Beaubois. Harden also helped his team reach the 2012 NBA Finals, but lost the title to the LeBron James Miami Heat squad. He showcased his scoring versatility, and the performance demonstrated his ability to take over a game. That game was a statement. James Harden was no longer just a role player, he was a star. It was one of those moments where the league realized Harden could become one of the best players in the NBA. After that season, James was traded to the Houston Rockets, where he would be able to showcase his skills as a starter and face of the franchise. His scoring catalyzed the Rockets' offense, and the team began to lean on him more heavily. It was clear Harden was on the verge of breaking through to the next level. Harden's game is built around a unique combination of footwork, deceptive speed, and strength, unparalleled craftiness. His step-back three-pointer, perfected over years of practice, is his signature move, and it has become a nightmare for defenders. His ability to get to the free throw line at will, drawing fouls with a subtle pump fake or a perfectly timed Euro step, has redefined how the game is played offensively. You see so many guards and wings emulate these same moves today in the NBA. But it's not just about scoring. Harden's vision and ability to set up his teammates in crucial moments makes him one of his generation's most complete offensive players. By the 31st of the same month, he had signed his 5-year contract worth $80 million. And on that exact day, he became the first ever NBA player to score 37 or more points while registering a double-digit assist total in his team debut. He also scored a career-high 12 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 steals, and 1 block against the Detroit Pistons. In February 2013, Harden scored his first career triple-double with 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists. He was also named as a reserve player for the 2013 NBA All-Star Game, making it his first All-Star selection. During his first season with the Houston Rockets, he showed some great numbers, like being only the 5th player in the team's history to score 2,000 points in one season. However, as Harden's star began to rise, challenges soon followed. In the 2013-2014 season, the Rockets faced tough competition in the playoffs, and Harden struggles to perform in high-pressure moments versus regular season dominance raised questions. There were concerns about his ability to lead a team to the championship level. While Harden had the skills, there was doubt about whether he could carry a team in the postseason. Despite the criticisms, Harden refused to back down. Over the next few seasons, he worked tirelessly on his defense, playmaking, and mental approach to big games. In April 2015, he became the first player in franchise history to have 2 50-point games in a single season. His determination paid off in the 2015 season when he led the Rockets to the Western Conference Finals, solidifying his place among the league's elite. He also placed second in MVP voting behind Stephen Curry. One of the most defining playoff moments of Harden's career came in 2015 during the Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors. During Game 5 in the playoffs, he scored his first career playoff triple-double with 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. Although the Rockets fell short of a finals appearance after blowing a 3-1 lead, Harden's incredible performances, especially his 45-point game in Game 3, captured the attention of the entire basketball world. In the finale, he recorded 13 turnovers and 14 points on 2 of 11 shooting. By the end of the 2015-16 season, he recorded an average of 29 points, 7.5 assists, and 6.1 rebounds, making him the 4th player in NBA history after LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Oscar Robertson to average at least 29 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds in a season. Harden's dreams of an NBA title were continuously thwarted by the Warriors during these years, and particularly in the 2015 and 2018 playoffs. The Rockets fell short in the Western Conference Finals in both seasons, often in heartbreaking fashion. These defeats were a bitter pill for Harden, but they also motivated him to evolve his game, pushing himself harder to break through the glass ceiling of the Western Conference. Throughout these years, Harden delivered several clutch performances. At the beginning of the 2016-17 season, Harden was announced to take on the point guard role, and in the season opener, he scored 34 points and recorded a career-high 17 assists and 8 rebounds. However, the Rockets lost that game. A few games later, he scored another triple-double with 53 points, 17 assists, and 16 rebounds, making him the first player in NBA history to finish with a 50-15-15 stat line. His rivalry with the Warriors, particularly with Steph and Curry, became one of the most talked about matchups in the NBA. Every time they faced off, Harden's performances left fans in awe. He was playing on the highest level, even in the face of defeat. When he first joined the team, Rockets general manager Daryl Morey considered him a foundational player and anticipated him to be one of Houston's featured players, even though previously he was only playing a supporting role. In 2016, after the Rockets were knocked out in the first round of the playoffs, Harden faced intense scrutiny. He scored a season-low 10 points, shooting 2 of 11 before fouling out. Critics accused him of not showing up in big moments, and his defensive efforts were often questioned. This time of disappointment was tough on Harden, as it challenged his legacy and self-belief. The 2016 playoffs served as a wake-up call for Harden. After the early exit, he began reflecting on his shortcomings, both in terms of leadership and his play on both ends of the floor. Rather than let the criticism define him, Harden used it as fuel to change his approach. He worked relentlessly in the offseason, focusing not only on his offensive game, but also on becoming a more complete player. This period of introspection and growth set the stage for Harden's subsequent evolution as a leader and MVP caliber player. Harden's response to his failures was to redefine his game. At the beginning of the 2017-18 campaign, he scored a career-high 56 points in a winning game against the Utah Jazz. He also became the first player in the team's history to score at least 20 points in every one of the first 20 games of the season. During this season, Harden was ruled out of 7 games due to a hamstring injury. However, His comeback led the team to finish the regular season as the #1 seed for the first time in the team's history. Harden also won his first scoring title, averaging 30 points per game. In January 2018, Harden had the NBA's first 60-point triple-double against the Orlando Magic with 60 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds on 19 of 30 shooting in a win. Harden's redemption came in the 2018 playoffs. In the first round of the playoffs, he scored 44 points, leading to the team's win. However, they lost against the Warriors in the game where Harden scored 41 points. In Game 6, he scored 32 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. While the Rockets ultimately fell short and were eliminated from the playoffs, Harden's performance was impeccable. He was the driving force of the Rockets' offense. In June 2018, he was given the NBA Most Valuable Player award. This made him only the third player in team history to receive this title. During this season, he also recorded his career-high 61 points, along with 15 rebounds. Some of the most iconic moments of Harden's redemption came in the 2018-19 season, when he had a record-breaking win against the Suns, where he scored 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists, and broke records like tying Kobe Bryant for the most 30-point games in one season, and becoming the second player in NBA history after Michael Jordan to record 2,700 points, 500 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals in one season. Teammates and coaches have consistently praised Harden for his work ethic and resilience. Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni has said, "James is a special player, but more importantly, he's a leader. When things get tough, he doesn't shrink. He takes on the challenge." Teammates, too, have commended his willingness to put the team above all else. Chris Paul, who played alongside Harden in Houston, remarked, "James is one of the hardest working players I've ever seen, and his desire to win is unmatched." During his tenure in Houston, Harden's ability to bounce back from setbacks and lead by example set the tone for the Rockets. James Harden's legacy is defined by more than just his accolades. A 3-time scoring champion, 2018 MVP, and multi-time All-NBA player, Harden has consistently been one of the league's top performers. His ability to dominate on offense, from his step-back 3 to his unmatched ability to draw fouls and finish around the rim, has reshaped the modern NBA. But perhaps his most lasting impact will be how he revolutionized the role of the lead guard in the NBA, combining scoring, playmaking, and leadership into one complete package. As Harden entered the later stages of his career, injuries and the wear and tear of a long NBA career began to take their toll. However, instead of slowing down, Harden adjusted his game. He became more focused on facilitating teammates and being a more dynamic playmaker than ever before. Even as his athleticism began to decline slightly, his basketball IQ and ability to control the tempo of the game only grew stronger, showing that he could adapt to whatever challenges came his way. While Harden's retirement is not yet on the horizon, his iconic moments continue to make waves. Whether it's his 60-point game against the Atlanta Hawks in 2019, his near triple-doubles, or his clutch performances in key regular season games, Harden is still writing his legacy. His move to the Brooklyn Nets, where he joined fellow stars Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and averaged 25 points in 36 games and led them to the Eastern Conference semifinals. He was then traded to the Philadelphia 76ers, which was a struggle as the team was eliminated in the second round of the Western Conference for 2 consecutive years. Harden now plays for the Los Angeles Clippers, and his final years in the NBA will likely see him continue defying expectations and impacting his team's success. Harden has used his platform for philanthropy and business ventures off the court. He has been active in providing financial support to underserved communities and promoting social justice causes. Through his foundation, Harden has helped fund educational programs and given back to his hometown of Compton. Additionally, his business interests have grown as he has become a prominent figure in both the sneaker and fashion industries, solidifying his impact off the hardwood and on it. James Harden's career is a testament to perseverance, innovation, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. While his legacy may still be in the making, there is no denying that he has reshaped the modern game in a way few players ever have. From his signature step-back 3 to his MVP season in 2018, Harden's place in basketball history is firmly cemented, and his journey continues to inspire the next generation of players. Here's a shocking stat to leave you thinking. James Harden is the only player in NBA history to record a 60-point triple-double, making history in a way few players could ever dream of. This alone highlights his rare blend of scoring, playmaking, and rebounding, a complete player who continues to push the boundaries of what's possible on the court. But as we wrap up Harden's legendary story, stay tuned for our next video where we dive into the rise of another NBA star, one who's taken the league by storm with their explosive play and unique skill set. Could this next player be the one to challenge Harden's place in history? Don't miss it.